with the help of PowerPoint presentations. Total 37 participants, students are engaged with this today's session, today's link 38. So let us start our sessions. Moreover, you have to learn this adverse reactions, adverse drug reaction earlier in pharmacology, or sometimes you have to heard this name in medicinal chemistry also. Name itself indicated adverse, unwanted effect of drugs when they consume. स्क्रीन दिसते का? स्क्रीन दिसते?
हो सर दिसेल.
Today's topic, subtopic is adverse drug reactions. A diagram दिसतं. Adverse reactions carried out due to either excess or unpredictable response to the human beings after taking the medicaments or drugs. Nothing but, in short, that is an unwanted effect of drugs. This is not concerned with the therapy. Here there is one pictures who are suffering from unwanted response of drug, that is called as, in short, adverse drug reactions. These are the some figures you have noted here, the adverse drug reactions of response over the human beings. As per your syllabus concerned, the content of ADR, adverse drug reactions. First is definitions, their classification on the basis of their response, predictable adverse reactions and unpredictable adverse reactions. Therefore, they are categorized into the different types. Classification of adverse drug reactions on the basis of predictable means response, concerned response of the drugs, how they exert their pharmacological actions, or some drugs showing the more than one pharmacological actions also considered as a also concerned here in the classification of ADR, adverse drug reactions. Adverse drug reaction may be the interactions of drug with food or drug-drug interactions. Again, you have to discuss the interactions of drugs. Already you have to study little bit of in the pharmacology subject. Here once again you have to see the drug interactions. Majorly in the drug interactions, either foods or drug-drug interactions you have to consider here. In drug interactions, their classifications you have to study here. There are different types of classification of drug interactions, either beneficial or adverse reactions of concerned drugs. That type of one class. Second is external as well as internal, sidewise. If externally drug-drug interaction happens, internally when drug is entering into our body, they exert their interactions, either beneficials or non-beneficials. And finally, various methods for detecting drug interactions are called as ADR detections. These are the content of today's session, today's topic. We are to start it as a adverse drug reactions. The learning outcome from this topic, you have to learn about the adverse drug reactions and their classification on the basis of the response of drugs, either predictable or unpredictables. Some drugs are unpredictable response given to the patients or to the human beings. Some are predictable, known ones, known reactions. Every humans are different ones. So maybe their unpredictable or unpredictable response of the drugs. That is called as adverse drug reactions. Secondly, the outcome is know about the drug interactions and their various types on the basis of their class. You have to know about the classification of drug interactions with the suitable examples. With the help of examples, you have to clearly understand the interaction of drug either with food or either with other drugs, either beneficial or non-beneficial. And lastly, the know about the various methods for the detection of ADR, that is adverse drug reactions. These are the outcomes after finishing of this topic. First segment of your content of syllabus is definitions and their significance. Definition here for the adverse reactions. Generally, adverse reactions, whenever the drugs given by the human beings during the diagnosis or therapy, they exert the reaction, unwanted, unintended, nauseous reactions or responses was observed. That responses is called as adverse drug reactions. These reactions may be carried out by modification of physiological function of our human beings. These are definitions of ADR. Worldwide, the incidence of ADRs was steadily increased. Near about 35% of hospitalized patients experience an ADR, adverse drug reactions. Hospitalized patient, those are already inpatients, IPD patients, they experience of ADRs, adverse drug reactions of concerned drug. Approximately 5 to 10% of all hospital admissions are due to only adverse drug reactions, unwanted response of the drug. The incidence of ADR is estimatedly to 0.23% to 0.41% worldwide. And around 70% reported adverse drug reactions such as skin rashes, redness of the skin, rash, headache, GI disturbance, itching, insomnia, drowsiness, weakness. These are the common adverse reactions reported around the world from concerned drugs. Normally, unwanted reaction, that is skin, rashes, redness on the skin, itching. These are the common side effect of the any drugs. Any drug is a unwanted particle to us. All of you know, drug is a in vitro substance to our body. So this is a harmful or harmless also. Maximally harmful to our body. These drugs are, whenever you have to take these drugs during the illness or during the therapy, you have to take that particular drug to cure the particular treatment. During treatment, there is some reaction happens from that particular drugs due to the allergic, due to the extra load of concerned drug to show the adverse or unwanted, unintended or wrong therapy. Sometimes wrong diagnosis also causing the adverse drug reactions. These are the worldwide data which increases the ADR cases throughout the world. Results of adverse drug reactions, dispensing and medications, administration errors. Particular drug dispensed from the medical stores, wrongly dispensed, then it will happen the adverse reactions. If particular dosage forms medicament administered wrongly inside our body or wrongly enter into our body, they exert the ADRs. failure to set up therapeutic endpoints, viability differences. In different dosage form, their viability are different ones. This is one of the major role or reason for the producing adverse reactions. Patient status, like some patients are allergic to the concerned drugs. So that drug or patient's history is essential. If any patient does not showing their allergic to the patient, to the doctors, then it causes ADRs to the concerned drugs. Need for monitoring of ADRs. Why it is needed to monitor the ADR? To reduces the drug reactions, adverse, unwanted drug reaction to the concerned patients. So for their monitoring of ADRs, major clinical problems in terms of human sufferings and increased healthcare cost. Why needed monitoring? Because nowadays healthcare costs are now day by day increases. That healthcare costs are reduced by monitoring the ADRs. Adversely affect patients' quality of life. Any drug gives their ADRs, produces the unwanted response to the particular patients. Ultimately, the patient's quality of life are decreases, downward sides. And one of the major cause of mortality, ADR, unwanted prescriptions, unwanted medicaments. A wrong diagnosis was carried out by the patient, sometimes carried out by the doctors. Wrong identification, wrong diagnosis. If wrong diagnosis was carried out by doctors, then ultimately the prescriptions or medicaments are prescribed to the wrong diagnosis. And then unwanted bombarding of the drug to the patients. So diagnosis also is the major cause, correct diagnosis is one of the major concern from the doctor sides. So this monitoring, why it is necessary? To decrease the mortality ratio, because this is a sixth largest leading cause of mortality, that is ADRs. Now we have to move with the ADR responses. When drug is given to the concerned patients, some responses are predicted during the clinical trials. They are known as predictable adverse drug reactions. Some are unwanted. Person to persons, they give the different reactions of drugs. That adverse reactions are classified as unpredictables. First classification of ADR is predictable. In predictable adverse drug reaction, first is excessive pharmacological activity. Name itself indicated the particular drug gives particular pharmacological response. If given in excess quantity, they give the excessive pharmacological activity. After giving the excessive pharmacological drugs, that is a predictable ADRs to the concerned drugs. Second predictable ADR is secondary pharmacological effect. Some drugs, name itself indicated, some drugs showing the more than one pharmacological response. That come under the secondary pharmacological effect, categorized under predictable ADR. And third one is rebound effect on discontinuation of drug. Name itself indicate that there is a withdrawal symptom of immediate withdrawal of the drugs. What are the symptoms occur by immediate withdrawal of the drug or treatment? That reactions are called a rebound effect on discontinuation of the medicaments. Second major type of classification of ADR is unpredictables. We do not know how our body responds to the concerned drugs. First is some patient to patients, allergic conditions or allergic reactions are different ones. So first category in unpredictable is allergic reactions and anaphylaxis, that is allergic reactions, allergic response. What is allergic reactions? Some allergens, antigen antibody reactions complex forms. By producing some allergens, there is a formation of allergic response. Someone like me, I am suffering from the allergy with the dust. Whenever the dust particles catch to me, there is formation of immediate response, that is allergic response given by me when contact with the dust in major forms. Like second is idiosyncrasy, that is unpredictable response, and genetically determined effects. From person to person, from genetic to genetics, the effects are different to the concerned drugs. They are unpredictable. Predictable and unpredictable ADRs. They are categorized in such a way that predictable excessive pharmacological activity, secondary pharmacological effect, rebound effect on discontinuations. Unpredictable ADRs like allergic reactions and anaphylaxis, idiosyncrasy, and genetically determined effect. These come under the unpredictable ADRs. So we have to move with the predictable adverse drug reaction. Firstly, excessive pharmacological activity. Name itself indicates that it is related with the pharmacological response of the drug or properties of the drugs. Their effects, extension effects, these are the predictable ones. This activity is predictable. During the clinical trial, some responses, unwanted responses are reported to the concerned drugs. These are the known drugs, known effect during the clinical trials. It is completely dose-related response. This excessive pharmacological activity is totally dose-related response. If minimum dose gives the betterment for the humans or patients for cure the particular drugs. If dosage increases, enhances, they may be give excessive pharmacological effect and produce the ADR, adverse drug reactions, dose-related response. The prevention is, in this type of ADRs, prevention is adjustment of dosage regimen from patient to patients. Generally, for example, antibiotics are prescribed on the basis of the weight of the concerned patient, not the age of the concerned patients, majorly. In this ADRs, you have to adjust the dosage regimen of the concerned drug to minimize the predictable adverse reactions. Some examples related with this excessive pharmacological activity. For example, if benzodiazepines are prescribed to the concerned patients, another example is furosemide. If furosemide increases their dose, there is an imbalance between water and electrolyte. Another example is heparin warfarins. If increases or enhances the dose of heparin and warfarin during the treatment, there is a spontaneous bleeding, continuous bleeding of the blood. is a side effect or adverse reactions of consent traffic. If insulin is taken in an excess amount, there is a formation of hypoglycemia condition to the consent patients. These are some examples of excessive pharmacological activity. First, predictable ADR, adverse drug reaction. It is totally depend on the dose-related response. To prevent this ADR, you have to adjust the dosage regimen to the consent patients. Patient to patient, dosage condition adjustment